Hello students, welcome to the video lecture series on electrical installation, maintenance and testing. We have started with the unit number 3, maintenance part, so part A. Today we are interested for the different maintenance strategies which we have discussed in the previous class. We are interested for the definition and we are interested for the subtype. So mainly the maintenance are categorized in planned maintenance and unplanned maintenance. So we will start with the today's topic. So the first category is the planned maintenance. The name indicates itself. We are preparing the plan first, and after preparation of the plan, we are doing the maintenance regularly or routinely. That is called as the plant maintenance. Now, there are types of plant maintenance. So, first is the preventive maintenance. The second is the corrective maintenance. Corrective maintenance is also called as the breakdown maintenance. And the third is called as the predictive maintenance. It is based on the condition and this is abbreviated as CBM. So, we will start with the first subtopic of the today's lecture. So, that is called as a preventive maintenance. Under this, we will discuss the objectives, elements, steps involved, benefits and disadvantages. As you know that this is one type, so again I already said sometimes before that in the previous video lectures that whenever you are considering the type, there are advantages and there are disadvantages of that particular type. So depending on the number of advantages, we are preferring that type or that system rigorously. So let's say you have heard this famous quote. The quote is, the prevention is better than cure, and because of this we are interested for the preventive maintenance. Means what? We have to do the maintenance before the fault. So you can say that you can relate this term with your health. So prevention is better than cure. It means you know that by drinking the cold water or by sleeping in the AC room, you will get the sneeze or you will get the cough. Your body will develop the cough. So it means what? You have to avoid to drink the cold water and you have to avoid the sleep in the AC room. So those who are okay with this, so they can their body is not developing the sneeze or their body is not developing the cold. Yes. So but some people are there, if they know that their body will develop the cold, so they have to prevent, they have to take care. It means now they have to avoid the drinking the cold water and they have to avoid sleeping in the AC rooms. So that is a prevention. Yes. Same way, preventive maintenance is also applicable for the electrical equipments or the electrical you can say the components. The definition says that it is a set of activities that are performed on plant equipment, machinery and systems before the occurrence of the fault. Prevention. Yes, that means before the fault. In order to protect them and to prevent or eliminate any degradation in their operating conditions. So this is called as a preventive maintenance. Many times this definition is asked in your in semester exam or end semester exam. Under this you have to explain this concept in detailed manner, and I hope this point is sufficient for you to explain regarding the preventive maintenance. Now there are steps involved in the preventive maintenance. So if you are interested to do the preventive maintenance, so one can follow these 5 steps rigorously, and the sequence is, the first is analyzing the maintenance system. The second is reviewing the system. What are the parts, what are the subsystems are available for that particular equipment. Then prioritizing the maintenance. So which maintenance we have to take care. First part we have to decide. Then train the maintenance staff to do the preventive maintenance. and then implementing the maintenance plan. So, under this, we have to do these 5 steps. The first step explains you related to the analyzing the maintenance systems. It means what? We have to make the list of every piece of equipment and assignment and assign the asset of identification number to each unit. So we have to give one number to that particular unit so that the identification is easy. Determine the health status of each piece of equipment. We have to detect the status by checking the wiring, by checking the current flowing, by checking the you can say the connections, by checking the voltage range for the electric equipment. Then create a downtime log for each asset that is essential to overall business operations. And we have to create a service request sheet for each asset. So if the some part is you can see by determining the health, if the part is you can say the need of maintenance, so you have to create the service request. The second step is the reviewing the systems. It means what? You have to starting with the highest priority assets. Each system downtime and production logs should be reviewed frequently. Operator's manual should be reviewed for maintenance and repair schedules. So you can make the schedule of that particular equipment. So we have to check the daily lubrication availability, or you can say the regular checkup of the current or the voltage. So in that way we have to make this step number 2. And the third point is the each should be inspected areas that need for repair to be listed and prioritize the repairs that need to be made. So I hope you understood the definition number 2, the step number 2, sorry. The step number 3 is the prioritizing the maintenance. So it means what? The poor safety will affect the production process. Sorry. Any issue with the problems in the procedure or gardening in the priority. The starting with the highest priority as the reasonable operational goals for average time needs to be set. Most manufacturers will rate their system at 80%. This average will diminish as the system ages 20 years. So we have to make the prioritizing the maintenance work which are important to do. The first priority we have to give. Task the list per piece of equipment is developed. Next, the fourth step is train the maintenance staff. So this is the important task because they are doing the maintenance. One person cannot do the maintenance regularly or frequently. So we have to train our staff also. Training must not be afterthought. It is crucial to ensure the success. It is the best way to make sure that employees learn the right way to do tasks. Each machine operator operational team should be made and not to be demonstrated for proper safety lockout and tagout procedures. So this is the important point. We have to make the tags for particular equipment. The maintenance staff should be trained for correct service and repair procedures in the respective area of expertise or the equipment. So this is for the step number 4. And the last step is implementing the maintenance plan. So 5 to 10 minutes should be set aside prior to each shift for basic lubrication and inspection. Another 5 to 10 minutes should be allocated for cleanup after each unit. Then the process should begin by coding all the purchase orders. There is a need to separate old and new parts and need to create a storage rooms to house the parts and manuals. There is a need to make sure electronic components are well protected from static and moisture. So these are the 5 steps. Now we are interested for the benefits of the preventive maintenance. By doing the preventive maintenance, one can say that in generally the cost incurred towards the breakdown maintenance is usually higher. Then the cost incurred on preventive maintenance. It keeps the equipment in good condition to prevent from large problems. It prolongs the effective life of the equipment. It detects the problem in the earlier stages, so that is the advantage of preventive maintenance. It reduces the equipment or process failure. So these are the benefits or the advantages of the importance. So there are again few more advantages. It minimizes or eliminates the rework, scrap, and helps in reducing the process variability. It significantly reduces the unplanned downtime. It is an excellent training tool for technicians. It keeps the equipment safer and it greatly reduces the unplanned downtime. So these are the benefits of the preventive maintenance. As we know that as there are advantages, there are again the disadvantages also. The disadvantages of the preventive maintenance are the catastrophic failures still likely to occur. We cannot guarantee that all the failures are zero, but we can minimize the failures which are occurring in a previous stages. So the performance of the maintenance based on schedule is not required, though labor will become the intensive. So this work is repetitive and sometimes the labor will feel that this is the intensive work. It includes the performance of unneeded maintenance. The next disadvantage is risk of damage when conducting the unneeded maintenance is there, and saving not readily visible without a baseline. So ultimately you can say that the cost which we are doing or which we are spending on the maintenance, it should be it should be less than your equipment cost. So if you are doing periodical maintenance, you are changing the oils, you are changing the wires, so it means what, if there is a need, then only you can do the maintenance, or otherwise what will happen, the cost of maintenance is going to increase than your equipment cost. So that is not permissible. So I hope you understood the preventive maintenance in detail. So in the next class we will discuss the corrective maintenance, the second category, or you can say second subtype. Thank you. God bless you all.